All right, so hello everybody again. So we're going to pick up kind of where we left off with that project 3 and now jump into looking at some volleyball data for the day 15-16 notes. And so this will be the only other time that we go through this whole creating a new folder, creating a project thing. After this video, we'll just assume that we're all able to do that. And so I've still got my project 3 up, so I'm going to go back to my new stat 213 folder. Again, you might already have a notes folder from when, or if you exported your notes from the RStudio server. I don't, so I'm going to make a notes folder, and then I'm going to make a day 15-16 folder. From there, just like we always did on the server, I'm going to make a new project. Again, if you have your stuff from the server, you probably already have a project that's associated with the day 15-16 notes. I'm going to open this project in a new session. So let's see, let me navigate over to notes, day 15-16, open, and then create project. And that gives me this nice new R project for the days 15-16 notes. Just like we did for the project, we're going to go back up to Sakai and we're going to download this day 15-16 multicollinearity indicator variable handout. We also need some data for this set, and so for the data that we're going to use, we're going to have this basketball day 16 data set, so not the basketball data set that we used when the very first day that we learned RStudio. And we also want this volleyball data set, so volleyball.csv. That stuff should all go to your downloads, and so let me go find them. You could really just copy, which I guess is what I'll do now. So you can go to edit copy, or if you're on a Mac, command copy. And then we just want to find that folder that we just created. And then paste them in there. So then when you go ahead and open your R project, all 3 of those new files should be there. There are some packages that you'll need to install that were kind of special to the multicollinearity stuff. So this faraway package, you'll need to install that before you can knit this file. And I think there's a VIF or this GG ally package will need to be installed, and I thought there was one more, but I guess that's it. And so you'll have to install those before you can knit, but for now we're just going to jump straight to part 2 and take a look at this volleyball data set. And so if you've already installed Tidyverse, you should just need to load it with this library like we were doing on the server. And if you read in the data set, it should still appear in your upper right hand window. So this should look just like the RStudio server. I've got a different color scheme, but other than that, it should look exactly the same. Okay, and so just as we introduce this data set, we're going to first just fit a linear regression model. The variables in this data set, we could take a quick look, and this is a data set that has volleyball matches, both men's and women's, and their professional matches. Some of the variables that are included is the set number, and so there's 5 sets that could be played in volleyball. There's also set duration, which is how long each set lasts. And what we're going to look at for this particular data set is whether there is an association between set duration, or how long the set is, and the set number. We'll leave that to you to kind of explore, but there is one extra fact about volleyball that you will need to know, and that's that the sets 1 through 4 are played to 25 points, but the 5th set is only played to 15 points. And so you'll kind of explore and see how that plays out if you were to fit a linear model without really graphing the data versus fitting a model after kind of modifying the data to have it make a little bit more sense. All right, as always, let me know if you have any questions and enjoy playing around with a couple of parallel lines and non-parallel lines models with this volleyball stuff.